Welcome back. It's me, Suze, with Sophia's Emporium, and boy, am I on an educational mystery tour. So, recently I just put up the video about disclosing these cons. Now, here's the real story. Disclosure Con 2019 with Don Phillips. Let me read you this. I was amazed. Don Phillips' weekend presentation at Disclosure Con. I have been asked before about the energy I use and where it all began. Here's my progressive story, is explained, including the way I use it for good. During the weekend, a debunker connected to James Randi, and who is part of the whole magician circle thing, approached me openly about his skepticism, but had not seen the presentation. On the final day, he again approached me, but now, having studied the footage, to say he didn't know how I was able to do that. I was able to do what I do, but not believed it real, and complimented me as a person and my talent. That meant a lot considering who he was, and it was much appreciated. Big thanks to Doc Skinner for the opportunity to present this year. I look forward to the next one. So we can ramp things up a little further. Okay, now this is Don Phillips, and he has 3,082. He's got a lot of viewers. 3.82K. Yeah, that's him. Where science and sci-reality collide. But doesn't it look just like the disclosure that all those fools sat in front of, and they got it so close that it's easy to fool these fools, right? A lot of fools in the building. Now, real quick, before we leave Don to go get the evidence on these other individuals, let me give you the tag words that I wrote down as we were getting to learn about what we see in the YouTube world with these content alleged creators who are nothing more than disinformation agents that are just here to slow shit down and mess up the political process and play with people's heads. But this guy is showing and explaining how he used it for good, and we will go back and check that out. But in the meantime, many thanks and much appreciation to Don Phillips. Philips. Bless his heart. And this was published on October 9th, 2019. Okay. Back to the other group. We want to first mention the Google algorithm, because these people feel like their First Amendment rights are being stepped on as they lie and sensationalize stories. And that's why YouTube is changing and is getting cleaned up, and these people are so butthurt they can't take it. Now, Google algorithm, they jump right in and call them now a publisher, and they bring up the Antitrust Act. Then we have some class action lawsuit. Isn't that familiar in YouTube world? And of course, these fools, not Don, but the other fools, are saying that it's all against Google. Well, I don't think so, because this whole story has been inverted and flipped, and I am heavily involved in it more and more that I realize and can prove. I always knew deep down. Okay. Now, don't forget, these other people are also supported by the government they state. And this is about information manipulation. And Don Phillips has turned it around. We also are going to discuss Twitter censorship, reptilian shapeshifters, And, Flat Earth. Brooke. Mr. Agnew, you pain in my ass. Alright. So, let's get over here. Back to the dummies. And on the left we have Natasha Ninks of Mysterious Forces, associated with C.W. Chanter and the cult. Whether that person is a man or a woman, the hair is terrible. It's mocking hair color and hairdressing as usual. Next to that person, we have Brooks Agnew, Mr. Hardcore Conservative acting guy. I mean, that befriended me on Facebook. And oh, Rex Bear, the guy that's heavily involved with the hacking and the manipulation of my computer. The Leak Project. What a moron. Next to him is Jiggy Hood. I mean, that's not his real name. I don't care what it is, and it doesn't interest me. And then, of course, we have the boys from Edges of Wonder, or Edge of Wonder, which I never, ever was interested in either. So here again, you know a couple of people in the group, but you never know them all. But when you see them come together, and you see a channel named Mike Mahoney with 64 subscribers. Well, see, this was the Disclosure Con 29 in Pine Top, Arizona on October 5th, 2019, discussing how social media can manipulate program viewership, which is exactly what these people do. And then, of course, we have Doc Skinner of 1028 Productions. Let's see if we can get Jiggy's real name. Oh, you want them all. Okay. Featuring Doc Skinner of 1028 Productions, Robert Counts, and Ben Chastain, hosts of Edge of Wonder. Natasha Nix, host of Mysterious Forces Live. Rex Bear, host of The Leak Project. Brooks Agnew, Hollow Earth. Natasha Nix, host of Mysterious Forces. And little Joey Webb. That's Joey Webb. Jiggy is Joey. I call bullshit.
I'm going to address the topic of YouTube specifically. I think YouTube and Facebook there are similarities between the two subjects, but I think there are two different issues here. I think the issue with YouTube censorship right now really isn't based so much in something nefarious. I think it's pure greed. I think that they want to edge out independent content creators because they have seen what Netflix has done, what Hulu has done, what Amazon Prime has done, and they want a piece of that action. And you know, when you go on YouTube now, I don't care what you're looking for or what your habits are, you're going to see a lot more Jimmy Kimmel come on, CNN, all this mainstream media content, because especially with the comedy stuff, it's easy to throw up a 5-minute interview bed with Jimmy Kimmel or Stephen Colbert, and they know that they're going to draw hits with views with that content. And I think that they just want to make YouTube like television. What they don't really comprehend,
it's all the same thing.
To make YouTube
Natasha.
great is that it wasn't fucking television. And that's why we're all like it. And that was the draw.
It's
okay?
new reality
Because
for the
something that
21st
wasn't
century.
television. You didn't want to be spoon-fed a bunch of crap. And
Like you guys do?
they take that away and they starve out all of these independent content creators.
That is a man.
Then they can just commercialize it more and try to capitalize on it, because YouTube, you know,
Tag the
not so much anymore, but back in the
little
day, when I was
groups,
people would call
LGTB,
us soda
blow me
Coke,
sideways,
give me a Coke.
special
There was a
interest.
ubiquitous term in power brand. And yeah, it was a power brand, right? Give me a Coke. Everyone in America and around the
You're
world
using a
wanted
power
Coke.
brand.
And even if they were ordering a Pepsi, they'd say, give me a Coke, and you know, that's just the way it rolled. So YouTube has that kind of
Shut up, Rex.
presence in our vocabulary on social media and in our viewing habits. So they're just trying to capitalize on that power branding that they have. And turn it into TV because they want a piece of that action.
Brooks looks like Michael
And,
Jackson in
like I
that
said,
jacket.
I would speak later about Facebook. I think it's something totally different. And I do agree that politics is going to have an effect on social media. We've already seen it, and we know that that tsunami is coming. For good or
Oh
bad
yeah,
or whatever.
Brooks said it was a bloodbath coming up.
Its way. And I can't help but think that the real future of all of these independent content creators is that we're all going to have our own platform. We're all going to be managing our own servers, and we're going to take control of our own careers and not let a conglomerate like Alphabet control our financial and creative destiny.
Hang on, Natasha. Or Nate, or whatever the hell your name is. Now, I done told y'all a couple years back that since everything went digital, it's all controlled by the same, let's call them forces. And they want to see a positive outcome. So this has been going on behind the scenes 20 years while you guys were all hopped up on Mountain Dew and chips. I mean, I have no clue what the ignorance is about, but you not only have defamed me, stolen my intellectual property, all y'all bitches, and slandered and defamed Google and Twitter and Facebook. And if anybody should be crying, it's me. Because all of my pages have been cloned and mirrored by people like you guys. Working with Chanter and old Mel from CCN. Look at the faces. Don't they look disparaged? And, you know, through this whole thing, I've not only lost my career and any sense of respect that this town had for me as the whole thing caved in, and your little political agendas, which are horse shit. I mean, but you steal my intellectual property and write books and talk crap and twist it all around so you guys can profit just a little bit. Or knock another brother when they're down. Or a sister like me. And in the meantime, y'all go crying about the virus is gonna get you, the big bad coronavirus. Well, didn't you dumbasses get the memo that these viruses travel through the actual computer? So while you're all in quarantine, jerking off and playing angry video games, don't think you're safe from the coronavirus. Oh, no, 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 no. That's why they keep bringing it up with STDs. Because who would have known space herpes was a real deal? I mean, maybe Zorg knew. Maybe Rex knew. I mean, does Jiggy got a case of the bugs? Who knows? I mean, more to come as we continue, right?
So, please, as we all...
Oh, wait, please, Natasha. And under the Fair Use Act of 1976, of course, since I am a true educational platform that has invested my heart and soul and thousands of hours and been harassed and abused and gang stalked by weirdos that do their own hair color or bald idiots. Well, you know, I get to use this for criticism, no doubt, and as an educational platform, and I really am an investigative researcher. Y'all can blow me sideways if you don't like it. And while you guys want to start World War III before the election, well, y'all stepped on somebody's blue suede shoes, and he's gonna rip you limb from limb. I mean, comedically speaking, because, see, now, in the year 2020, this is March 10th, by the way, Well, you see, live TV is interacting directly with me, no different than the internet did. And so does the radio. So I don't know where you fools are going to go and escape your dirty deals that you did for dirt cheap. While you stole my social security number, charge card information, data, and medical information. Y'all are sick. But go ahead.
Into the business of creating our own platforms and truly going independent, stick with us, because we're going to be the ones in the end who are going to be having the great content, and YouTube is just going to be shit. Right on.
YouTube is going to emerge victorious and be great. Why? Because I have been working with them personally. I know that sounds a little arrogant, but I'm really just proud of what's going on. Today is a big day.
What?
Alphabet agencies.
Yeah, it's an honor to sit up here with these people because I like to think that they're like the YouTuber Rat Pack, the underdogs, the ones that. Huh? No, I just coined that. That's my.
The bullies. The
No,
bullies.
it's the Rat Pack. No, that's Sammy Davis. No, that. Yeah, the YouTuber.
They
Rat
got
Pack,
the
that's-
plague, but they're not
But yeah,
cool.
it's like an online revolution that's going on, and
You have no
these people
idea.
up here are the ones that are leading the charge. So just remember that. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming to my event. Some of them will be speaking again tomorrow, so don't think that that's all you can.
But Doc, the real event is in the UK. And so now what you're doing is you're pissing on the Computer Misuse Act. Mr. 1028 Productions.
Hear from them because they all like to talk. So,
True dog.
just a little bit. All right. So, anybody else want to say anything else about YouTube?
I'll just mention one thing, which is Google, who owns YouTube, was extremely open about their decision to suppress conspiracy theory channels. They used the term conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory is a term that goes back decades in different operations by the CIA, and even going almost as far back as the Majestic 12 when UFOs started showing up, and they had to find a way to keep those things out of the media and suppress true news from being in newspapers. They were very open about that. They even gave dates when they were going to start suppressing these channels. So yes, I do agree that YouTube is trying to make money. I mean, they're always trying to make money, but there is no way any company who's losing $70 billion, was that a quarter? In a quarter, is not going to take a step back and be like, were we making a good decision? No, they've actually dug in, and they're doing even more censorship now, which makes no sense unless there is some kind of agenda behind what they're doing. A bigger agenda that we're all aware of, where they are trying to control what it is that we're seeing. I do definitely think, as a part of that, they're trying to suppress independent creators and all those things, but...
Oh, wait, but... See, I'm the independent creator that got suppressed, not by Google, but by you guys. And so what you're doing is blaming it on a corporation where, see, you guys are like the bottom of the pyramid. You're not the leaders of the Rat Pack, okay? So when you're on the bottom of the pyramid and you think you know all the tricks and you misuse technology, well, see, now that's something the whole world is really interested in, beyond Brooks' jacket or Rex's alien friend. And these two. You know, since 2019, back in old October, these two bitches broke up. So you see, it's always about separate, divide, and go the other way. and they keep running these scams.
The way YouTube would operate in the past is when there was an independent creator that was doing great things, they would actually try to partner with them, like Michelle.
But wait, that was before 2015 when I arrived. So here we got a kid, Mr. Rob, talking about the internet like he knows it. I mean, he knows all the secrets. But see, they assumed by 2012 that all the data had been entered and that anybody that wasn't retarded was already online. But I didn't want to be online. And then I was courted into coming online to do a duty, to fulfill a mission. And when I started entering in stuff, well, everything went buck-ass wild because it had never been entered in before. And then all you bitches grabbed it up?
Does everyone know about Michelle Fan? So if anybody who's into like beauty on YouTube, like she was a hit.
Tag
She
beauty.
had advertisements going.
I'm in the beauty
What
biz.
ended up happening to Michelle Fan
And they
is
hit
something
me.
really sad. So Ben and I have some friends who have a YouTube beauty channel. They have like 1.7 million subscribers now.
All right, let's tag these beauty channels that have just gotten the memo that they're not going to be promoting crap-ass product lines anymore and making it into an agenda and pushing all sorts of creations that the majority of the world could really give a rat's ass about.
And they actually were watching everything that was going on with Michelle Fan and kind of we were
It's not
sharing
about
it at
Michelle
different
Fan.
points. Michelle Fan disappeared off the face of the earth for a little while.
Oh.
She actually stopped her YouTube channel, and when you went to her YouTube channel, it even said like searching for like a deeper meaning or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it said. She ends up going to Switzerland, which by the way is like one of the Illuminati headquarters, right? If we're gonna it's in Geneva. So she ends up going there, and then she reappears, and now all of the stuff that she's promoting has these strange agendas that are connected to them. And you can, like, even as of last week, I was in a conversation with someone about some of the stuff that she was promoting, and it made no sense. So here's this girl with.
All right, tag missioneros. Just different people like that. You know, one minute they're in a cult, one minute they're doing weird things, partying with David Wilcock drunk. Next thing you know, they're going through an exorcism and being reborn into the Christian church. These are all agendas, and I will deal with her. I've been working on my notes, and then I ran into this creative streak, and everything just fell together, which is absolutely true, and I'm doing it current time, living, loving, breathing, current ass time, 4:52 p.m. Central Standard Time. But in the meantime, you see, they wanted to bury me so far down I would never get up. That's the first statement from Mel. And then Randy, my friend, takes me over to Mel's international channel, drops me off there, brings up all the pedophilia and all the agendas, blames old Zen Gardner. He falls off. Nobody ever hears from him again. You see how it works? So they make up a girl's name, talk about her beauty channel. She disappears to Switzerland, and on with the fake-ass story. So I'm not even listening to it. I've had enough. But hopefully that illustrates how a great person or a great idea gets hijacked. And I'm dedicating this show today to Don Phillips, because he's the real deal. And you see, they're using this header, but that's not their header, and they're in America. Let's zip over here real quick. Why can't I zip? Okay, now let me pick up my phone so you can see the whole thing. White Mountain Disclosure Con. Okay, so let's do a little tech work here, and let me tell you the difference. Now, this girl is much more curvy, and they've photoshopped it down so you can see one gal's got a gun, We got a Viking. We got a super cape dude. We got a Neanderthal Bigfoot dude that will tear you limb from limb. Got an alien chick over here and an alien dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the White Mountain Disclosure Con. So, let's look at the difference in the picture again. Let's be investigative journalists. Oh, no, not journalists. Let's just be investigators. Let's just be regular people. Now, here we got these fake-ass YouTube personas, and they got somebody's shit. Okay, we got the same bodies. Wow. Wow, wow, and wow. How do you just take somebody's shit and run with it, you fools? And how many of y'all are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's great. I was just thinking about the number of people in the movie earlier and all the little different things that we've covered today. Let me try to hang on to this for a minute. I want to bounce down to this 2-minute mark. And just play whatever I wrote down.
They were going to start censoring conspiracy theory channels. And apparently we fit into that because our subscribership, it plateaued. We were probably getting anywhere from 40 to 100,000 subscribers per month at that time. And it stopped. Not only were we
Tag Corey Good and David Wilcock being integral in manipulating the information that I logged in about the supernatural events that I experienced on September 1st, 2014. There it is. Okay. Now let's jump back over here to our good guy. Okay. Don Phillips. Now, we're going to read a few things. Kathy Oliver 5 months ago says, amazing presentation and amazing person. I am continually being more impressed as I learn more about you. Thanks for putting yourself out there. Let's see Don's reply. Many kind words, thank you. And I'm going to say confirmation of spirit. Let's just put that up there. If I have any... Nope. I really don't. Okay. So why isn't my keyboard working? Earlier it said I needed to charge it. I don't have the ability to deal with that right now. But what I'd like to say to Don Phillips, here again, I've already said, and Don, I caught these bad guys for you, sweetheart. So, I'm sure you already knew, but you've been waiting for me to come along. I've been a little busy. And, I can't wait to meet you someday. Natural Addiction Recovery 5 months ago says, when I discovered your channel years ago, I knew you were the real thing. You deserve every good thing that is happening to you. Don says, thank you for your comment. If it ain't real, it ain't got my name on it. I stand hard against fake rubbish. And Natural Addiction Recovery says, just so you know, it's Avalon, LOL. And Natural Addiction Recovery says, I know. Yep, tag Project Avalon and Project Camelot. Brooklyn, New York, Paris says, great to see you back again, Don. I'm looking forward to seeing more content from you. Take care. Let's see what Don says. He says, thanks, pal. You did watch the full Demons in Seattle Uncovered doc on my other channel yet? Huh. Very interesting. Don Phillips, I haven't, but I will make sure to watch it. Thank you for the reply, my friend. I wish you the best. Absolutely. Weldon wants to know if Don has tried remote healing or if he thinks it's possible. Oh, he knows the work they've done on me behind the scenes, but we just haven't met personally, so I believe Don does know. Huh. Saul Daddick says, I've been watching you for years on YouTube. You were the only channel concerning this type of thing I subbed to. You disappeared, but now you're back. That's great. And thank you for posting videos again. Is there any way to contact you? Inspirational and important. You ain't kidding, man. I gotta subscribe to this channel. That's right. Just added the subscription. So with that, I gotta get off the phone and do some more work. Peace out, friends.